Hey YouTube, it's Dylan Red here. This is my review of the weekend one of the beta. I know I'm a bit late to putting this out, but you know, I just want to get my thoughts out there on the beta. And before we actually get into this video, I want to show you this cool clip I got. It's just a little quick clip. Here it is. I got this quad feed nade kill, and I just want to show it to you guys because it's so cool. Look at that, man. I'm already learning the nade spots in this game. You know, so that was just a little quick clip I want to show you guys. But I was kind of forced, you know, to nade spam in this game because the meta for weekend one of the beta, right, is because the meta is danger close, and basically when you spawn up, the meta is to like throw just 2 grenades anywhere. Like that's what everyone else was doing, and I was just dying from nade spam all the time. So I was forced to run danger close and do it myself. Because the thing is, right, the level cap was at 25, so the only like wild cards you could use was danger close and quartermaster. But no one was using quartermaster really. It was just danger close that everyone loved running. So that was the meta. And I felt like I was forced to use the meta because I was just dying from the shit all the time, and I was getting frustrated and angry. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start killing these people by nades and see how they like it. So that's how I learnt like all these nade spots, and it finally clicked in that game. You know, I can't remember what the game mode was, if it was kill confirmed or team deathmatch, but I was like, everyone loves pushing satellite off spawn, like for the start of the game. Everyone loves rushing satellite, and that's where like all your gun engagements are going to be. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to throw a nade, because I normally throw it from like, not from that left side, from the middle a bit more. It's kind of hard to explain, but I was like, oh, let's try throwing a nade off this left side, because everyone likes to push through that left side of the satellite, and it got me 4 kills off the rip. So I just want to show that nade spot, and maybe you guys can use it yourselves. Alright, so the first topic in this review I want to talk about, just, you know, it's a hot topic. Everyone, you know, is really not happy about skill-based matchmaking, and I just want to give my thoughts on it. And you guys, I did a review of the alpha, right, and my review of the alpha was like really positive, and my thoughts have changed a lot since the alpha to the beta actually, and I've got a lot more negatives to say about Cold War than I did in the alpha. Like my alpha review was like really positive. I didn't say many negatives about the game, and so my thoughts have changed a bit going from alpha to beta. I still think this game's good, like, and it's got potential. It's got potential to be a really good game. They just need to Treyarch need to listen to the fans and tweak some things. That's all they need to do really. Because right now it's just like, I did get frustrated playing this, but I also had fun, you know. So it was kind of like a mixed bag. My experience was a mixed bag. I had some great times, and sometimes I just got so frustrated. But I think some of my frustrations, though, well, some is because of the maps, because some of the maps just absolutely suck, and I hated playing them. And Satellite was just absolutely terrible with this nade spam meta. Satellite was literally one of the least favourite maps I played. But I think I might enjoy Satellite more when the actual game comes out, because when the game comes out, it's not going to have this danger close meta, because everyone's going to want to run like what's it called, that one where you get the extra attachments or the extra perks. Like those are the 2 clear like wild cards that everyone's going to go to once they unlock them with the level cap. So like so what was I about to say? So like some of my negatives are just from the beta. Like it's going to be just from the beta. Like I don't think I'll have these negatives when the game comes out, because it's not going to have this shitty meta that we're forced to play because the level cap's 25. But this is my review of the beta, so I just want to review my experience of the beta, and see if my opinions change. You know, this is just my experience of the beta, and you know, fuck, my thoughts are all over the place. But yeah, So I have to talk about the negatives, you know. Um, but yeah, there's this clip that's going to come up in a second, actually. So I want to talk about snipers really quick. I'll get back to skill-based matchmaking and that in a second. But there's this clip I want to show you in a second of this sniper, and I think snipers need nerfs. I know the sniper players are going to absolutely hate this, and it's probably going to make them dislike this video. But man, look at this, man. It's not right. This guy's basically rushing like an SMG player. Look at him. He's just easily quick scoping everyone. I think they need to go back to like having no aim assist or very little amount of aim assist on snipers, because right now they've got too much aim assist and it's way too easy to quick scope. Sniper players are just rushing around, pushing spawns, quick scoping everyone with no consequences. It's just absolutely ridiculous. One of the Treyarch devs, I don't know if it was like Tony Flame, I can't remember who it was, but they were saying like, you know, we got aim assist on the snipers, so it's more balanced for crossplay, because like sniping's easy on PC, but like it's just too overpowered. Like I know you're doing it to make it balanced, but like it's just making the experience like so not fun at all. Like when I'm challenging a sniper, it's just like, it's so annoying. Like I know they can just kill me with one shot when it takes me like 4 to 5 to kill them, and they're just snapping onto me like so easily. Like it's unfair, really. That's why I wanted crossplay to be just Xbox and PS4, because like I knew like Treyarch and that are going to do all this shit to try and balance the PC side of things to console, and like it's just not making the game fun. Like so I just wish PC wasn't a part of this crossplay, to be honest, because we know there's cheaters on there as well. Like there was cheaters just absolutely running wild on Warzone, and I don't know, Call of Duty just, I don't know, the last few CODs haven't had good anti-cheat software, so I feel like this game's going to have issues with cheaters as well. I just wish it was PlayStation and Xbox crossplay, honestly, because like the other CODs, snipers didn't have aim assist, and now they've changed it because of like PC, and like right now snipers are just way too OP, so it's just a bit annoying to play against, and the meta was just annoying to play against as well, like the nade spam. Let's talk about maps, because I've been rambling on. My thoughts are kind of a bit all over the place, but I was just kind of winging this review and just getting my thoughts out there. And my thoughts have changed a lot since Alpha to Beta. The map designs, like let's start off with Cartel. Like at first I really didn't like Cartel, but it's kind of grown on me a bit. Like grown on me like those bushes in the middle of the map. Just dismiss that bad joke. But the map is just, it grew on me. Like I kind of like, it is fast paced. It is 3 lanes. I think those bushes need to be shortened. But I don't know, man. Like I heard that this map is actually a 12v12 map as well. Like I didn't play Combined Arms because I absolutely hated it in the alpha, but I heard like this map is actually one of the maps on Combined Arms Assault, and so I'm wondering, like when they developed these maps, like did they even have 6v6 in mind, or did they make like very little amount of 6v6 maps, and they felt like they were forced to like kind of like make some of the 12v12 maps 6v6 because they didn't create enough, and they felt like they needed to like make some of these maps like 6v6. I don't know, it does seem like these maps are a bit big for 6v6, I've got to say. Like Satellite is huge, it's got so much like map, and like it's got so much excess. Like there's so much dunes, like they could get rid of some of that dunes, and it'll probably make the map play better. Like Miami's like way too big. I feel like maybe some of these maps were created with 12v12 in mind, and then they created like because the like Treyarch was forced to take over the development of this game, and you know that's not a lot of time to like fix the game. You know, because things weren't going right with Raven and fucking what's its name and Sledgehammer. So Treyarch had to take over, and there's not a lot of time to fix a game and like develop a game. So maybe they were forced to make some of these 12v12 maps 6v6, and that's why these maps feel really big. Sorry about that burp. I just hope we get some smaller maps on launch. Like, I hope these aren't the best maps that they got to offer, because these maps are just like okay, they're nothing special. Like I really liked Satellite in the alpha, but not so much the beta. Like, I really hated it. I think it might have been because of skill-based matchmaking as well, because of the players I was playing against. Like, but the map's just a clusterfuck. Like, I don't know where I'm getting shot from half the time. It just gets really frustrating to play, really. So I was just getting annoyed playing Satellite. Miami's just a trash map, easily the worst one in Cold War. Cartel did grow on me, but it is a big map though. So that's why I felt like they maybe designed it as a 12v12 map, but they felt forced, like they had to like make it a 6v6 as well, because of they might not have an. That's why I don't like Call of Duty, like trying to create all these extra game modes, you know, because like they're just stretching themselves thin, and then they don't create enough like core 6v6 maps. Like Call of Duty is trying to be like fucking Battlefield with combined arms, and like that's just not Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty is fucking 6v6, and like, you know, they're doing pretty good with Battle Royale, but like, stop trying to do this combined arms shit. Like, it's stretching yourselves too thin. I lost this player right here. That was a bit of an awkward gunfight, but I was able to survive it. But what I was about to say, like, they need to just stick to 6v6. Like, it's just not like. It's just not Call of Duty. That's Battlefield, man. Like, we don't play COD to, like, play Battlefield game modes. And then there's not, like, that's the thing with Modern Warfare. Like, they didn't have really good, like, 6v6 maps because they're doing all these extra stuff as well. Oh, yeah, and this is this cool moment coming up here. Watch this guy get absolutely career-ended. I'll get back into review in a sec, but I just want to show you this turn-on I got. I did an optic scumpy to him, just absolutely fucking wrecked this guy's life. Ended his career right here. Bam! Don't fuck with cum stains, man, or you'll get cummed on. And I really like that field mic as well. That's such a good I really like the field mic and the stim shot. Those are so handy to have. So what was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about 6v6 and the map's been a bit too big. So I hope I get some smaller maps on launch. Some good, nice, fast pace, free lane designs. I don't really like how open these maps are. You just don't know where you're getting shot from a lot of the time, like, because it's so open, there's so many lines of sight. Like, I hope, like, Treyarch's got some more, like, simple free lane designs, and it's easier to, like, you know where your enemies are coming from, because Satellite is just, it's so open, there's so many, like, different routes you can take. You don't know where you're getting shot from half the time. There's head glitches everywhere. You know, Cartel's just got like shit everywhere all over the map. Like, they got fucking bushes, they got like rocks, they got vehicles. I don't know. I just hope they make some nice, like, more basic fucking 6v6 maps. So let's get on to some other shit as well. Let's talk about fucking SBMM. They've literally, like, in the alpha, you could like stay in your lobby. And like, if you found a good lobby or you met some like cool people, you could stay in there and play with them and chat. Now they've changed it that the lobbies get disbanded after every game, like Modern Warfare. I don't know why the fuck they changed this. This is such a stupid idea. No one likes it. It's just so, like, I don't know why, man. That's not Call of Duty. You know, like, you stay in your lobby. If you meet some cool people, you can still play them. Or if you have a bad game against someone and you want to get revenge, you can. I don't know why they changed this. Well, I know why they changed it, so it's easier for them to implement skill-based matchmaking. So they evaluate your skill after every single game. And, man, my throat's so thick right now. So that's why they're doing it, but no one wants skill-based matchmaking. And I think this is like a huge L for fucking Treyarch, because literally, if you go to their Twitter and you read their fucking comments, like literally the whole comments are saying remove skill-based matchmaking, remove skill-based matchmaking. They're not actually talking about your game. So I just think that's a big L, man. And there is actually a lot of good players out there, and they're not going to want to play your game if they're always playing against sweat. So you're going to lose a lot of your diehard fans as well. And they're the ones who are commenting on Twitter. They're the ones that are commenting on social media, and they're the ones that are promoting your game. And you're going to lose those players. Like, I can just see so many people getting sick of skill-based matchmaking because they've been put in all these games because of like fucking money, to make money and that. Like, all these games have it now, like fucking Apex Legends, Modern Warfare had it so strong. And I feel like players are going to start getting sick of it, and they're going to cancel their pre-orders. So I really think they need to listen to their fucking fan base, or it's going to not end well for Treyarch. I know this is probably an Activision decision, but Activision need to just fucking grow some brain cells and listen to the fans, or they're going to lose a lot of pre-orders. Now, it's not good promotion for your game as well when everyone's just complaining about skill-based matchmaking in your comment section. Like, you're not getting like any feedback on the game really, like for other things, or you're not even getting like positive feedback, because people do like the game, but they're just like so like annoyed with skill-based matchmaking. So you're not getting those nice comments about people loving the game, because their experience is just getting ruined by sweats all the time, because they're forced to play those lobbies and not have a break from it. So I feel like they need to take that out. And like right now, they're just taking a massive L because that's all that people's talking about, and it's trending on Twitter because just everyone's sick of it now. They've been putting up with skill-based matchmaking in all these new games, and they've just had enough of it really. So people are starting to lash out, and it's just going to keep getting worse if they keep it in. So Activision need to just fucking wisen up. So what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, and skill-based matchmaking was causing lag for me as well. Like every single game, I got fucking packet bursts or I got that high latency message like in the orange writing, writing, I should say, not whiting. It's just my throat's so thick, so like, sometimes it's hard to pronounce some words. Yeah, because I'm just a bit congested at the moment. But fucking, it was causing lag as well, man, because I always got that orange writing saying high latency packet burst all the time. And I live in Australia, right? And I was playing in lobbies in Asia. Like, people had their mics on and they were talking a different language. And they had like this Asian like writing, how like their writing is like symbols. I had that, man. Like, I had like gamer tags written like that, like in my lobby. And like skill-based matchmaking is basically making me play in another country, because maybe some people in Australia didn't have the same like skill as me, or they couldn't really fill up a lobby with that type of skill. So to fully like fill it out, so they forced me into another country's like server, and it's just so annoying, man. And like, and also disbanding lobbies is so annoying, because I was always joining games like in progress, like probably like 85% of my games were all fucking like late joins. So that was just like another thing that pissed me off about disbanding lobbies, because when you can like stay in a lobby, you can write it out. Like, if you join a game in progress, you can write it out and still stay in that lobby and have a fresh game the next game. And you can't do that when the lobby disbands like every single game. Like, sometimes the lobby would disband and it would put me into another game in progress. So I was basically playing games back to back to back, like in progress and about to finish. And that was just another annoyance. So like, they're doing all the shit to implement skill-based matchmaking, but none of your fans fucking want it. And no one ever complained. No one ever complained about the old matchmaking system. I'm going on a bit of a rant about skill-based matchmaking, so let's get into some other thoughts. I'll just get real passionate about that subject. Also, skill streaks are an absolute joke. They're weak as piss. Like, the attack helicopter is probably the most laughable streak there is. Like, I don't even feel forced to put on cold-blooded when that streak's up in the air, because it gets like hardly any kills. It might get 1 or 2 kills if you're lucky. Like, I'd never run attack helicopter because the amount of score it's just not worth running. It's such a piss weak score streak. I hope we get some better streaks on launch. I heard we're getting attack dogs from leaks, so I hope they're absolutely like really powerful, like a Raps. But right now the score streaks are just laughable, and they actually increased the score to score streaks, so it's actually harder to get them. I don't really like that because I thought it was already pretty hard to get score streaks. And now they made it even harder by putting up the score. Like I didn't see many people get the high end score streaks this beta, so I feel like they might need to reduce the score a bit maybe. But for one thing for sure, like I don't know what they should change the score to really, because I'm not really good at that type of shit. Like what feels right. Like I don't know what's the right amount of score for each score streak. But I don't know. To me, they just felt a bit high, like the score, the amount you needed. So maybe they should just reduce it just a little bit, maybe, like just a tad. But score streaks definitely need a buff though. They're absolutely weak, and the attack helicopter can get shot down so easily as well. It's just got hardly any health. It doesn't get you hardly any kills, and they put up the score for the attack helicopter, so you have to even work harder to get it, and you're not getting a reward for it. So what else can I talk about? I think the slide cancel is still OP. I think they should like reduce the slide speed, but buff the main movement, like the base movement more. Because actually, I just like do the main like base movement. So like, and casuals don't slide around. So nerf the slide cancel, but buff. Like, just give us a 5% or 10% like increase in movement speed. Like 5%, I'm happy with. But right now it just feels a bit slow and clunky, and I feel like the sweats are being rewarded with this broken like slide cancel. So I feel like they need to buff the base movement speed, so like more of the casual players got a chance against these sweats. Because right now the slide cancel is absolutely broken, and I don't really like the slide cancel because sliding, because like every time you slide, you gotta like jump to like cancel it, because you know you're after you slide, you're in a crouch position, and like in Black Ops 3, I preferred the Black Ops 3 way because, your slide, you didn't, after you slide, you weren't crouched like afterwards, so that's why sliding was better in that game. But I don't know if the sliding was like that because it was an advanced movement, because this game is boots on the ground and it's not advanced movement, so I don't know if that's why they got it like that. But I just felt like it was better when you didn't, after you slide, you weren't crouched afterwards. But maybe that would make sliding too OP in this game even more so. I don't know. But right now, slide cancelling is really OP. Anyway, so maybe making that change would, be necessary. And it might make the movement even better, because I prefer the Black Ops 3 way of sliding. This video's been going on a while. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, I want kill confirmed race to 100. That game mode always finished with about fucking, what's it called? Like 4 minutes remaining in game time. So that game mode just went way too quick. I think it needs to be put to 100, like the older CODs. Actually, okay, I'm sorry about that awkward like stop in talking for a second. I just had to, in the editing, like add some extra clips, so I got more video to talk over, because I felt like I was starting to get rushed, to talk about my thoughts, and I don't want to be rushed and like miss some things. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on so much, but I just want to cover everything in this review. Hopefully my review of Weekend 2 will be better than this. Yeah, so what I was talking about was I want kill confirmed to be put to 100, because that game mode always finished with like 4 minutes remaining or something, and it just wasn't, like, I like longer times to play, so I've got more time to earn my score streaks. So I feel like that needs to be put to 100 like the older CODs. Um, so I want that. What else have I want to talk about? Oh yeah, weapon leveling. Man, my tongue's getting so tired. It just takes way too long in this beta. Like I think it's fine on launch to have it that like it takes that long because it gives you something like to grind for, and like it's just good for grinding and like um, and stuff like that, But for a beta, when you want to try out like all the attachments and that on different weapons, it just takes too long. So maybe they could change that for weekend too. So like your weapon, maybe they could do it like double weapon XP, so your weapon levels up twice as fast. Maybe they could do something like that. What else am I wanting to talk about? Let me have a look. Oh yeah, I was talking about slide cancelling, and I felt like I was starting to get rushed in that, so I just want to touch on that just a little bit more. Um, yeah, I like the sliding in Black Ops 3 because it was easier, because you weren't. It's just a bit annoying when you go into a slide and then you have to, when it ends with a crouch, like it's more like better when you can actually like slide, and then it just automatically still keeps you like running. Um, But yeah, I would like the base movement speed just to be 5% faster because right now it just feels a bit slow and clunky. Um, this slide cancelling sweats have just got such an advantage right now because the slide is actually really like overpowered. Maybe you can decrease the speed of the slide just a bit, and but also change it that you're not like crouched, that you can still like run afterwards. Like you don't have to cancel it. That's what I'd like to see. I won't talk about that too much again because I've already touched on it and I don't want to be repeating myself. Um, what else is there I need to talk about? All right. So I think I've covered everything really. Yeah. So that's all for my review of like weekend one of the beta. Um, I think they got a pretty good game here. I just hope they tweak the skill-based matchmaking, and I hope we get some smaller maps on launch. Like I hope they put a bit more focus into 6v6 because right now I'm just worried like maybe they're stretched too thin, because of the because Treyarch had to come in late and like fix the game, and maybe they're stretching their workers too thin, like because you're adding like so many game modes, like you're adding all these game modes that people don't even like VIP Escort. Like I haven't hardly touched that thing because that game mode's just absolute trash. Um, and I wanted to try out Combined Arms Assault because it looks like it's a faster paced version of like Combined Arms. But I don't know, like when I was loading up into it, I saw Crossroads, and that's easily like one of the worst maps in the game, besides from Miami. And I just left the lobby straight away because I just didn't feel like playing that map. And I don't like that it's got the same maps as like Combined Arms. Like I think I would be able to play it like on like Cartel because that would be extremely fast paced on 12v12. I feel like the map's a bit big for 6v6, but I feel like it might be really fast paced on 12v12. I think Armada would be pretty good with Combined Arms Assault. So I might play that game mode this weekend for weekend 2. I might give it a shot. But I'm only playing on Armada and Cartel. If I get Crossroads, I'm just gonna back out. But yeah, I wanna try that game mode. Oh, look at that corner camper. That is, how can you sleep at night playing like that, man? Like that's just disgraceful. I saw every type of play style this weekend. I saw corner campers. I saw slide cancelling sweats. I saw it all, man. So this beta got a bit frustrating, um, and I got a bit tired because of the fucking just a strong SBMM. So like, I don't know, man. I just want the casual COD experience to come back. I'm just over this fucking try hard shit, having to try hard every single game. Um, But yeah, I'm gonna be like leveling up the AK-74U to the max this week, and maybe some of these gameplays had the AK-74 unit or not. I don't know. I did record a lot of gameplays with the AK-74U because you know, I was trying to level it up to the max, and I didn't even get close yet, and I was using that gun a lot. You know, so there is a lot of gameplays here with that gun. I'm trying leveling it to the max. But yeah, a lot of the weapons are great. I just think the snipers need a nerf. I love the XM4, I think that's what it's called. The Milano is amazing. There's so many good guns in this game, really. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to grind out the AK-74U this weekend and getting all the attachments for it. Because I wanted to see like how much did they nerf the AK-74U. I feel like it's not as good on at range, but it might get better at range once you get like all the better attachments for it, like the anti-recoil attachments and that. Because you know they're going to change the weapon, the level cap, your player level cap this week, so you'll be able to get your like primary gunfighter wildcard and your perk greed. So I can't wait for this next weekend, honestly. You know, to have more things at my disposal to use, because I feel like I was just so limited in the first weekend of the beta. I feel like I was forced into this nade spam meta. Like, look at me right now. I spawn up and I throw 2 grenades. Like, that was the meta. And I'm just sick of playing that. So I just hope they, like... I'm just excited to, you know, have more things at my disposal this weekend. And I'm actually curious to see how it plays, like, cross-player, like, with PC and Xbox. I think it'll be fun playing with the Xbox players, but maybe the PC side of things will get annoying. Like, we just don't know yet, but I'm just curious and I can't wait to play it. So it's a couple hours away now from the beta going live again. I think it's like 7, 8, 9, I think like 10 hours away, I think. Because it's normally at 1 AM it goes live here, so that's about 10 hours away. So I can't wait to play weekend 2. I know this video's been going long, but thanks if you stuck out and watched it all. Maybe leave a like if you want. But yeah, this was a fun review. I promise my review of the second weekend of the beta will be a lot better, I promise. But yeah, I just want to get my thoughts out there. And hopefully this, like, yeah, we'll just see what happens, man. Anyway, peace out, guys.